Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Shalom alaikum. However you call it. Peace be on you. To all the believers. I'm back. And this time, last time we had a nice psalm song that I uh, made and then I distributed it to everybody. So check it out. It's gonna be in my previous videos, nice songs, or you can go to my playlist. There are a lot of songs. And so, yeah, I start in the name of the God of Abraham, um, the most gracious, the most beneficent, and the most merciful. And and I seek refuge in the God of Abraham, um, and from Satan, the accursed. And in the Gospel of Barnabas, uh, I have seen Jesus saying, Jesus, peace be upon him, saying, 1,000 times accursed Satan. So I'm not sure why he used that phrase, because he had the knowledge that he's the most accursed. There are different levels of accursed. Some people are bad, some devils are bad, and they are accursed. But 1,000 times occurred Satan. That's a kind of phrase that is very uh, very bad, calling somebody that. So that's how bad Satan is. So it's showing relatively how bad Satan is. So yeah, try to be out of the hands of Satan. And coming back to my product, it's a perfume. Everybody knows it by now, and I have the blending going on, and the perfume is getting blending. The fragrance I created, it's blending. So it takes 3 weeks, and then I'll make some improvements to it. So yeah, I'll keep. Updating you. So now getting back to theological stuff. This whole video, rest of the video is going to be on theology, but I'm trying to make it short as possible. So here we go. So last time we have why I have this channel. It's called Hopeful Abdullah. You know why I call it Hopeful Abdullah. And then I also want to give you a brief insight into um, my slogan. My slogan for this channel is, "For Islam is sweet and awesome," which means, for the religion of the God of Abraham is sweet and awesome. For the religion of the God of Abraham is sweet and awesome. And that religion includes what Moses taught, what Jesus taught, and what Muhammad taught, peace be upon them all and their families. And so the slogan for Islam is sweet and awesome. Um, to understand that, you have to first know what is Islam. And I'll try to show you. I try to convey to you or tell you about Islam, but I need to first zoom in and then zoom out. What is zooming in? To know the religion of the God of Abraham, first you need to know who is God. Uh, we don't know. Can we know God? Yeah, we know God based on what He has told us. And because we don't have, we cannot comprehend His majesty, His wholeness. You might know Him, you can know Him from what He told you, and you can imagine, but you can't completely comprehend what He is, because He is beyond your capabilities to understanding capabilities. So beyond your intellect, beyond your reason, He's the most and entirely he's not completely he doesn't have any attributes that are completely associated with any of his creations, so that you can understand his completeness. So what he is holy. So, but whatever you know, that should be enough for you to know what you need to know, and you can hope to meet him in the hereafter, which is paradise. For people who are believers and who are in the blessings of God and favor of God, to meet him. So yeah, so coming back, he's the creator of everything that we know of, and he, I don't know whether there is something beyond what you know, what you have seen, but I believe God has created a lot of things that we don't know. We are yet to discover them. So, for example, I, I have lost, scientists have lost count of how many stars are there. There are billions, and uh, in our galaxy, uh, and there are several galaxies, and that we know of. There are millions of galaxies we know of, and some scientists have recently discovered there are actually billions of galaxies uh, apart from our galaxies, which has billions of stars. So Sun is one of the stars that we know of, but there are many stars as per science. But science hasn't been able to fathom and understand the creation of God. And the biggest thing is, I don't want to bash science right now, but I'll take a separate video to bash science, because they haven't got the knowledge from God for 2,000 years ago that the universe is expanding. Still they made a constant for a constant to limit the universe in their formulas, which is absurd. And then they discovered it later on. Why in the 19th century they discovered that it's not a constant and the universe is constantly expanding. So man, these scientists are crazy. You got the book 2,000 years ago. You don't want to follow the book because you're adamant, you're arrogant, and you're confining science to your own paradigms, which are very uh, selfish in most cases, and very not humble. And yeah, scientists are going crazy, but they're good scientists, though. I mean, when I say uh, something, it's for the majority. Majority of scientists are crazy. They know God exists, but they take a lot of time to tell that after doing a lot of research. Even though they have seen their predecessors have done the same thing, and but I don't know. Yeah, they take a lot of time than a normal human being. So I don't know what to call about that insurance. But I'll bash science and all those paradigms later. So coming back, so I don't know the count. We have lost the count. Every second there are millions of miles of expansion of universe that I have heard few years ago. So there have been so many seconds passed in the last few years. So now it's like it has already expanded billions and trillions of miles, and who knows? That's what we know, and what we don't know, maybe there's more. But yeah, so and then yeah, and we know that there are a lot of heavens, seven heavens, and two of them on top of those heavens, two of them are per the language of one of the gospels. They are called heavens, but in Islamic literature they are called the footstool of the God of Abraham, and then the throne of God of Abraham. The throne is as big as the seven is bigger to the sixth heaven. The footstool is as much bigger, and then the throne is as much bigger to the footstool as the uh, footstool is bigger to the seventh heaven. So each heaven is bigger in the same ratio. Um, so you can imagine how big the throne and the footstool of the God of Abraham is, which we call Allah in Arabic. So isn't it good? Instead of calling God of Abraham, God has given a name to call him, which is Allah. So that's good. And then, yeah, so to know God, uh, you have to know His majesty. And to know His majesty, you need to know His attributes properly, which I'll make a separate video, and I'll put a link to it here when I have it in the description. And likewise, most of the links would be in the description. So anytime, just browse the description and check for the good links that you may find there. And, and what he has revealed to us is what we know. There is a lot that we don't know about God, but we know that He's the best, He's the good, He's the most kind. And one of the things is, even though if He would have revealed certain things, we cannot comprehend the ones He has already revealed. So asking to know more is like asking to know, jump, into as it's a kindergarten kid who is not able to understand the math of kindergarten, wanting to step into college and start learning the math of college without any background. So first, we are unable to comprehend what He has given us. So uh, I don't know why would we want to know more when we are unable to comprehend with our limited minds, limited capabilities. So that said, the first thing is I'll go with the attributes of God, and I'll make a series of videos which would have the 100 different attributes of God that He has revealed to us, and the God of Abraham, the one God of Abraham. And then see you there. But for now, and then I'll get back to, after all that, I'll get back to why Islam is sweet. Because for Islam is sweet, you need to understand why, who is God, what is God, His attributes, His creation, and everything. So that will bring back to understanding my slogan for Islam is sweet and awesome. Awesome, everybody knows. All the scientists have put down their heads for so many centuries, thousands of years together, spent countless number of hours thinking of God, the universe. Still, there are a lot of mysteries. As deep they look into it, the mystery is becoming bigger and bigger, and the universe is being found to be bigger and bigger. And on top of it, the thing is, it's expanding, man. So now, what can you tell about it? You're putting down your heads, and it's expanding. So you have to actually expand your heads. I don't know what you need to do, but it's a complete enormity of universe itself that has perplexed scientists. So yeah, I'll make those videos, and inshallah, talk to you then. And until then, watch out for my videos on my channel. Every now and then, all the good stuff will be coming out. God bless you all. Assalamu alaikum, and have a. I ask God to give us good guidance. Ameen. Peace be on all the prophets and their families. And hope to see you again. Catch you later. Bye.